Hello and welcome to Farthest Frontier. So, since the last patch that got applied kind of wrecked my houses, I'm rebuilding this area over here, but first things first, it looks like I need to go and chat with left for us here. He might have things that we need, we might have things he needs, and yeah, I mean, sell him some candles, but yeah, it's interesting, the population's just going down and down. Ever since, as far as I was aware, we were supposed to be getting like a higher birth count, more immigration and so on, but instead what I'm finding is that the population just keeps going down and down. We've supposedly got room for well over 1,000 people, but everybody's just like, nope, I'm out here, we're gone. Although interesting enough, last time I checked, yeah, we've got plenty of labourers still around. I mean, these houses are actually upgraded. Actually, more and more of these houses are now upgrading to mansions, which is interesting. So we've even got soldiers living in mansions, which is interesting. That in itself says a lot about this place, really. You know, even a soldier can have a really nice house. Right, let us. Oh, didn't really mean to go to that arrangement. Never mind, that'll do. So this is it's an ongoing project. Will it get finished? I really don't know, but I won't know unless I try. So I'll keep trying. We'll see what happens. Either something will happen or nothing can happen, but we won't know unless I try. Because at this moment in time, there is no end game as such. It really just comes down to your level of boredom, really. Maybe at some point you'll just decide I've had enough of this game, I can't be bothered with it anymore. But we're not there yet. I mean, there's updates still in the pipeline. We're not at full release yet, so this is still an early access game. Compared to others, I must admit, this has been a very, very stable game for me. I mean, I played it quite a lot, left it for a while, came like then did a complete restart because they introduced the deep mines, and I've never really had any trouble with the game in terms of like stability, for instance. So it's a pretty good job, I'll give them that. If they've done anything, they've done a really good job of creating the game. Now, challenge is trying to get buttons are getting in the way. The challenge is trying to flatten everything and essentially get everything to the same height. If we go that away, we'll do this in strips because this corner is very, very low compared to the rest. If I try and lift that up, that might help. Maybe that's what I should focus on, trying to get the corner at a higher height. The trouble is, I don't know if it's going to be just pulling everything down to this height. Anyway, where we are. Right, let's take that road out, because it's not intended to be a road. Right, these are now built. Now... Ah, right, so I can move these back a bit. Right, so if I move these back, and I flip that round, what I'll be able to do is put a road down the middle at least. Because I wanted to make this a kind of like a gated place. Because since I've played the game, I mean, they've introduced all these more interesting things. Because I mean, normally I just put up basic fences to keep the animals and so on out, but you see we've been getting better ones, like tier 2 stone ones, but they're all pitched as being something for just keeping animals out. But I thought, well, I mean, I don't know, I mean, that's not how I see them. I would have thought it would have been better for keeping, for building these nice nice gated community sort of things. So we go that away and that away. And that away, and then from there to there. Oh, hold on. Right, hold on. Actually, I haven't said that I didn't need to do that, did I? Well, I tell you what. Can't. What if we do slick fences? Yeah, I can take that lot out. Right, let's take them out. Right, I'll take. I think it's there actually. Now that I look at it, that's. If I bring these down to there, that's not really the intention. Because is there already a gap? Is there already a gap there? Yeah, there's already a gap there. What am I talking about? Why am I doing it that way then? Ah, right. The problem is these are lined up. There's a gap already there. So really, that that needs moving to there. So cancel that. Cancel that. So it's these, right? Okay. In which case, these are all going to have to move as well, and they'll have to rebuild the gate. Because I don't think you can move them. Salvage what's left of that. Salvage that. Delete that. Can we? Yeah, it doesn't have an option to relocate. Oh, that's a pity. At least I've got an idea of what it looks like anyway now. Yeah, so it'll be better to move that a bit closer. And then what I'll have is, so that one comes out. That one will come out. So in terms of, it'd be interesting to see what happens to the gates, because I think they've tweaked things to, because at the moment, like, the gate's facing outwards, and I've had times where the gate ends up going in its own direction. Whatever I've picked, the game decides something else afterwards, which is like, oh, okay. Because I've always had that with these doors, these ones here. I always try to place them so that they face outwards, but sometimes they end up facing inwards, which is a bit weird. Right, so I'll put a gate or a fence there. We'll just have to wait for that to get moved. So there's a wrought iron gate. So if I flip that round that way. So the idea is this is a kind of like going to be a kind of a gated community. Be a bit more a la push, should we say. Put that one there. We will at some point have to deal with the rats though. The rats are a problem. Well, that's looking a bit better. Like I'm liking that. Because that makes a bit more sense. I don't know what to do with the little edges though. But if that's the gate, it probably makes sense to then move that. So where is that? That's currently there. We move that up a level. Move that up a level. That one needs to go up a level. So I've got this. I'll have this gap on this side of about two deep. Might have to find some sort of decorations that can fit into that gap. because it looks a bit odd. I mean, I can put another, because I mean these give off. You get a. Actually, could upgrade these, but I'm just mindful of the bricks. That's all. We could upgrade these to something better. That's a possibility. Right. So, as soon as that's moved, let's move that up to there. Get them to move that up to there. Right. Still working on this. So let's see, if I go, that's mostly at a higher height. So that's my theory is, though, the higher ones should pull the lower ones up to a higher height. Except I missed a sellout. Let's take that back out. So you'll either pull them up to a higher height, or the lower ones will pull the higher ones to a... I mean, they're averaging it out. So you'd think the higher ones would, like, take precedent over the maximum size. Right, okay. Yeah, you'd think that you'd think like having more cells at a higher height would result in the ones at the lower height getting pulled up to a higher height. Because that's a big slope going downwards. We go to say that's 2. It's not too bad, that's like 2 we're asking it to pull it up. Go that away. Yeah, I don't know if I've got the appetite to completely rebuild the main town, I must admit. Now that I'm doing this, I don't know if I want to, like, rip an entire town apart and do something similar like that. That'll be a lot of work. And I'm down to 924 people. I think I had like something like 970 before that patch. So it's like, I'm pretty sure it said it was you were going to end up with, like, that the migration was, the immigration and the births would go up. So maybe I'm misinterpreted or something, because, you know, if it goes up, then surely you'll end up with more people. That was my interpretation. If they go up, then, yeah, surely your population size rises. Right, so they're busy all beavering away over here. Right, so they're rebuilding that point, so I can put my fence bit in. So that'll be a fence. I'm going to struggle because it needs a lot of iron ingots. Right, let's move these here. Move them to there. So yeah, so I need to find something. I mean, if I do... Surely is that right? Yeah, that does seem right. The trouble is that little walkway too long. Yeah, the gateway, the garden trail is 3 long. So that's a pity that. So that's that one. I mean, you could put a small plaza, but you get nothing back from it. That doesn't do anything. And the small garden is that. So I could do it like that. Then you've got to figure out what to do there. Where's a thought? What's a... it's not even. It's 3 by 3. I need something that's 2 by 3. A small dirt clearing doesn't make sense. It's a bit out of character, I think, putting that in. Yeah, I've already tried the small park because that's what's in the middle in the first place. Okay, that's a thought. No, that's okay. I'm going a bit too far. Well, then you could do. You could build like a large park and then surround it by houses. That's another idea I could try. It's just a pity about that. There's nothing equivalent to that except which is smaller. I mean, the small plaza. I could fill that in. I could just turn this into a small plaza. But it's neutral. So I could. Well, statues are too big. That's a medium statue. So I could. Yeah, I could fit two medium statues either side. It's a thought. Because they get you, what do they get you? They get you, yeah, they get you some interesting desirability. Ooh, 1,000 each. Wowzers. Oh, there's a rascal on the loose. I think we're going to have to get the cavalry out. I'm surprised that doesn't clear because of the fact that we're in the area. You would have thought that would have like got them to clear away. I can't destroy it because it just says boars that are sighted. It's like unlike the wolves, I don't think you can remove them. Ooh, that's getting full. Ooh, that's not good. So that means I need to... Now that one in the hand isn't. So I'm less inclined to fill it. I had to add another one. Ooh. So there's a bear up there causing hassle. So I'm assuming it's going to wander down here and the tower will take it out. It's got like some sort of like bear sense. It recognizes like if I get any closer I'll get hit with an arrow. Right, let's leave that be. Where's this predator that's attacking? Oh, there it is. Right, are you not... Seriously, are you not going to bother? It's like they're on an offensive stance, unless they're not like designed to. Unless that's only against barbarians or something. Seriously, you're on horses. Surely you can take care of a boar. Right, they're complaining because they haven't got enough beer. I'm not really sure what to do with that. Yeah, it's 1,000 gold each. Right. Fortunately, my road doesn't line up. That's a pity. I'm going to end up with a road that's out of sync, and that's going to trigger me. And then if we go to there, so then the road would should run down here. Seriously, why will you not run a road down there? Just take it out. take that up there. Oh no! Why did you have to... Whose bright idea was it to have a wibbly wobbly road there? That is just crazy. We got some crazy architects. Why would anybody want a wibbly wobbly road? I do not comprehend these things. Oh, it's midwinter. Oh, speaking of midwinter, so weeds, the sorting out the rocks. That's a good thing. There's a farmer only coming in once every now and again. Woof! Villager was stricken with frostbite. That's bad. Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing if we're getting people with frostbite. Right, so I'll need to do something. Yeah, the trouble is it doesn't quite line up now, does it? That's the trouble. So we're lining up kind of with the... We haven't got a road in the middle, have we? We go to there. Yeah, it's not quite lined up, that's the only downside. It's out by about 2 on that side. And 1 on that side. Because the road, there's going to be another road running down here. So that's kind of a waste. But what I can do is I can start moving these houses over. So if that's where that road's going to be, put that over there, that one over. There. So then we'll do something similar over there. Although at 1,000 gold for a statue, that's pretty pricey. So the desirability is certainly going up. It'll get much higher as time goes by, because these are like, that's there is no tier 2. That is tier 2. So that's stuck at tier 1. So at some point that will be upgradable to tier 2. I don't think these fences have any desirability. I'm just curious to see what it looks like once you put it in place. I think it would be like more appropriate if you, because I think I've got a large park somewhere. So I've got like things like this, for instance. If you were to surround something like this with a big fence, so it's like a big garden area. Because these have got them already set up as part of it. It's part of the actual design. It doesn't upgrade beyond that. Oh, we can upgrade these. Interesting. Well, so I mean, have a look and see what this place looks like. I must admit. So there's a little. So you can upgrade your little benches. Cool. That is interesting. That so you click on that. Ah, right. So if I click on that, it highlights all of the decorative things around. Well, that is interesting to find out. I'm trying to find others because I had to go through each of these one by one to upgrade them. So you start off with a garden trail and then you upgrade it to a garden path. I'd assume that gives you more desirability. But like this building here is upgradable. For whatever reason, these aren't, they weren't showing up as upgradable buildings, which is a bit odd. frustrating. Right, so we are getting into the spring again. So let's keep trying to go in this direction. So we just catch a bit of the edge. You see, that does me any favours. Didn't want that. I'm not overly interested in the fertility levels on a mountain, I must admit, because I wasn't planning on growing any crops up here. I mean, all this place will need upgrading as well at some point. Although it should go quite well, because the idea would be, well, that's a thought. If I move the town, is that going to have a big impact? Ooh, yeah, that could come back and bite me, because ultimately that's the plan. I'll end up with the town up here. Now that could end up embarrassing. If it's a case of I take the town away, and then everybody's like, "That's it, I'm out of here. I don't like this place at all. No, it just doesn't interest me. I'm leaving." That would get embarrassing, to say the least. I'd probably have to roll it back. It's like, maybe it was a good idea at the time. Trouble is, I can't build a town. It's locked. As far as I'm aware, it's locked out, so I can't like go and build another town to get an estimate of like, well, does it actually introduce desirability? What's its range? That sort of thing. You've got one town and that's it. Main amenities. See there's a trading post. There's a temple. There's a guild hall. So I'm not seeing it. Town. It's just a one-off. It's just a one-off building. I know that's a challenge, because the width of these. Yeah, I can't do something similar like that on this side. Foobar. Just wondering what to do there. So, what did I do over here then? Because this is a wide area. I haven't said that I didn't do it quite the same, did I? So that would have been on. Yeah, now this time though I've got the fencing though. Let's head back to... Because if I put two... Actually, I haven't said that. Yeah, that's a... It's got a bakery on the side. Fudgesicles. Because if I build another house side by side, it's not quite the way I was planning it. I mean, that would... It's not... Yeah, it's because I've got the road down the middle, isn't it? That's why. That's why it's getting messed up. I might end up having to redo this, because I want to leave a gap between the housing. So that's not too bad. I mean, I can... Houses and buildings you can move, but fences you can't. I'll have to start pushing things, because that's getting in the way of these houses. I'll have to push these houses further back by the looks of it. Oh, fiddlesticks. Yeah, it's going to be much. It's going to be actually. It's going to be even wider. I'll have to really juggle things around because there's such an overlap there. Oh, that's a pity. That. That's right. Well, before they get doing this fence, because well, I haven't said I can still do that fence. I mean, it's probably the side one. It's just the side ones that have to come out. Can I drag, select, hold, shift, deselect? Oh, I don't like that. Right, we'll salvage what we can out of that. Salvage what we can out of. Yeah, when it says shift deselect, it doesn't make sense there. So you drag that to there, and fix that lot there. So we take that out. The only drawback is that's the main road. I don't see how I'm going to do that now because unless I turn that into a kind of a plaza down the middle, so I move this. Yeah, maybe that might be the solution. Have some sort of like central plaza. You know, I've got Anders Plains Rider amongst others here. They're going at a cheap price, but I may as well sell them. Books, papers, clothes. I'll sell some of the baskets. Oh, I really could have done with buying them. It's going to need a bit of thought. Hang on a minute, I thought I told them. Oh yeah, it's these ones I wasn't too good. Right, having said that, let's take that out and that out. So maybe if I move that to, because the overlaps are there. I mean, I'd have to have a road. That's a problem. I'd have to have a road down there. This is tricky. I mean, this doesn't show you the reach. That doesn't show you its reach. I'm banking on that being able to get as far as here when it upgrades. But that means I'll have to... so I can't push that to the right then, can I? Tell you what, let's take these fences out, because maybe this is just what's causing the problem. Because if I scrunch these back together, in which case you've got to go around to get to here. Maybe that's the strategy. Scrunch them back together again, because the housing setup that I've got here was that was on its side. Yeah, these are all on their side. So maybe I need to do something like that. Maybe I have to just do it that way. Because it's all about trying to get them together, because that's now messed up. So if I've got the market and the baker on its side, then it lines up. Whereas here I've spread them out quite a lot. I mean, if I build a house over, well, yeah, I already know that if I build a house like that, that side's fine. What's not fine is this side. kind of suggests I need to widen the whole middle out, but if I widen it out, I'm pushing the marketplace further and further from here, and I think that's the edge there when it hits tier 2. So what about a school? How big a reach is this? Is that the, I think that's the school. School may not be as important. You know what, let's swap them round. Let's do it that way. Let's put that over. Maybe that's the solution. Yeah, maybe that might be my solution. Put the market on one side and the on the opposite on the left side, because it's got further reach as such. If I rip the road out, that might help. So we'll wait for them to move that. Now these have to move. It's the part of it's because I've got a road running down there. Let's take that house out of the way. They'll all start complaining in a minute. It's like, hang on a minute, you're moving me. I don't like this. Put me back. Put them over there. So I really need that house there. Chop trees down. Is it getting in my way? Right, so if I go from that height. Oh, I can't go that. Try these from there then. Yeah, I've no idea if I'm just making things worse doing it this way. What the heck? Come from now that this is the trouble. This is now lower than this end. It's too bad actually. Yeah, that looks reasonably flat. Yeah, that's starting to look a bit flatter on this side. It's that side's the biggest problem that I've got. And we've got a visitor. Ooh, it's my favourite tradesperson. It's Skull the Butcher. It's that name is just... There's just something about that name. Right. Let's try and do things without breaking other things. I've got to be a bit careful up here, because if I go too close to the edges I end up breaking the roads, then people get stuck. I can't get anywhere. And say, oopsie, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Oh, I missed a bit. Right, let's go and see what Skull the Butcher can do for us. Ooh, I can sell some herbs. That'll be useful. Ooh, oh, woodsickles. I haven't got much money. I need to buy things off you, don't I? Let's buy some clay then. Because we could always do with more clay. Seeing as we're not digging enough up. Yeah. Bar. It's the same as ever. The things I want to buy are usually the things that they want to buy from me. Right, so that house realistically is going to have to go over there. At the very least. So I'm going to have to rethink the road system. I'd like to have had a road down there, but it's... I don't think this is going to be practical. Right, so that road would be going up there, so I would have a decorative garden thing there, and then I'd have another house Yeah, this is where things are starting to get messed up. Unless... I mean, who says we've got to do 4 houses? Nobody's set the rules saying you've got to have 4 houses. You know, 2 either side. Do it as a 3. Oh yeah, who doesn't like a threesome? Right, we grab that then. We put that back. Yeah, let's put these back then. I mean, question is, what do you put down the side if I do that? It's kind of tricky because it's... all these houses have different... I mean, I could put something around there. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. What the heck? Ooh, a fractured bone. That sounds bad. But I could put something in the middle between them. You've got a fractured bone. How did you fracture your bone? What do I particularly really want to know? I'm not sure I do now that I think about it. Let's do that. And stop building wibbly wobbly roads, will you? Right, I'll do that. So I can still... I can't have a... that type of road, but we could actually... So a medium plaza is 2. What about the little ones then? Small plaza. Yeah, it's a thought. Let's rip this out. No idea why that makes that weird noise, but yeah, that's a thought. So we'll put our fencing back in then. Right, so we want to go from there to there. There to there, there to there. So we'll still have a sort of like a road on the edge. And then we'll have a plaza going through. My only concern is if I spoke too soon. Oh. Right, so we've got raiders. We're already under attack by raiders. Fudgesicles. How dare you? Stop spoiling things. Right, where are... Now that's the pikeman. Right, let's send these out to here. What am I... Where's all my horses going? Blimey, we're down to 918 people. What is going on? I mean, the biggest problem is entertainment, and that's because we're not getting beer. Right, I'm gonna have to bring these out to here because they're gonna have to. They're breaking down the walls. Ah, fudgesicles. I haven't dealt with that battering ram yet. Right, where are... we grab the flag, select the units and tell them to attack that. Yeah, if they can at least take that out before it destroys the tower, at least I'm getting somewhere. Boo-hoo! Bunch of rascals turned up and spoiled my fun. Right, they were seriously getting through the gate there. 73. Ooh, rascals. Absolute varmints. Right, go back to base. Yeah, I was just suddenly thinking, like, I'm going to all this trouble of building all this sort of stuff, but probably end up with raiders suddenly turn up, which kind of gives you the big incentive to let me do something. Hang on a minute. What's that? That's a small plaza. Right, so I'm going to have to rip... Oh, fudgesicles, I'm going to have to rip the cobble road out. This is the drawback, as it doesn't... It's really fussy about distances. And I can't just destroy like a small piece. I've got to rip an entire section out. Actually, that would not be a small plaza, would it? I mean, it could. I mean, it could be. It could be, but I'll see. So the idea is we'll run a fence from there to there. Right, where's the entry point? It's obstructed by a building. There and there. The villager has died. Why? Old age. Okay, I'll let you off. Dying from old age is just, well, it's just part of life, isn't it, really? Right, if we rip that cobbled road out, people are probably going to complain because, like, I've removed the road system. But you can't have everything. Right, so if I put that cobbled road there. Oh, porcupines. That is mean. Why can't I do it that way? Fine, fine, we'll do it your way. The only drawback is I don't know if I can have a plaza on top of a road. I have a funny feeling I can't build a fence or a gate over the top of it. Because the reason I'm doing it is you can upgrade these things and they end up a nicer colour. Ah, I haven't... Oh, see, yeah. I haven't seen that. Oh, no, I can't because when I... It's because that house is in the way and I can't... Grrr. This hole that I'm digging is getting deeper and deeper by the minute. I'm just saying. Wait until they build that and I'll see where they get to. It's like, what? This is not what I had in mind. Well, I'm doing this all on the fly, but it's like... Hang on, what's that? Decoration. Small plaza. Can you build that one while you're at it? Yeah, because the idea is to have the plaza on the inside and the cobbled road on the outside. At the moment it looks kind of similar, but... very peculiar. Speaking of peculiar... Right, if we try and find a drop of maybe 2, so that's... Go that away. See if we can level this out a bit more. I still need to do something about the goats. Pretty sure that they're at risk of falling down the hill at this stage. But I'm too interested in trying to get that new village built. To see what's possible. Let's do that as a... Right, I have got a horrible feeling I can't put a gate on the top of that plaza. It wouldn't make sense to let me do that, because then how do you reach that to upgrade it? Yeah, it's blocked. In which case I'd have to leave it open then. It's just because of the fact that the housing gets in the way. I mean, I could push the housing. Tell you what, let's push the housing a bit further back. Let's try. Oh, I can't do that. That one's getting it's either getting repaired or it's getting. Hang on, which way around are you? What's wrong with around? Right, I think that's getting upgraded. I don't want to move things while they're in the process of either repair or upgrade. Yeah, it's getting upgraded. Kind of messes things up if that happens. So I can't have... I can't have that. I can't have that road there either. Because what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to run the plaza. Oh, fudgesicles. I'm in the same situation here. Well, in that case, tell you what. Let's not do it that way then. Let's have the plaza just runs. Oh, you can't, because you can't have a fence if you've got a plaza. Ah, there's a lot of challenges in here. Because I could put a cobbled road. I mean, what's the minimum length? So it's got to be at least 3. This is seriously messing things up. So I'm going to end up with like a gap of 2. At least. So that's not going to work, is it? Unless... I mean, that's 1, 2... Right, so the end bits. So you'd have to have a cobbled road leading into a plaza. So you'd have to have a bit of the cobbled road on the internal side. That's a pity, but I think that's the only way I see it doing it now. So I've got to leave a bit of a gap either side to be able to get that limit. Because I can build over the top of the road. I think it's in part because these are upgradable things. The cobblestone road isn't. Well, I haven't said that the mud road is. If you've just got a common dirt road, you can upgrade that. It's like, how would you upgrade that then? Question's too complicated. Right, let's do that then. So you'd have to put one out to there and then one out to there. And I'll take that out. So if we then do one, yes, you have like a cobbled road either side. It's not the end of the world, fortunately. This means I'm going to have to now move everything back again. Let's see. Grrr. Right, so the cobbled road now. Ooh, that sounded painful. That would be still running up to there. And it carries on down to there. So we then go from... I'll just keep things going. Right. So these people are going to really like me. I keep moving them. It's like, make your mind up. Why do you keep moving my house? What have you got in mind? The answer is I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. It looked like a good idea at the time. And a lot of things look like a good idea at the time, but... Ah, interesting. Yeah, that is not... Maybe it's just me, but that does not look flat. I mean, I don't see a bit of flat ground there. It's it's in need of flattening. It's kind of getting there, because that seems to be now getting up to height. I mean, it's not. At least I think it is. I mean, that end there is it's not too far out. Well, it's not too far out. It's very far out, but it's not. I don't think it's as far out as it used to be. I mean, if I go from there to there, maybe. Because the whole idea is just trying to pull a bit up that's slightly... The trouble is that this whole thing's at an angle. And I'm just trying to get it to pull up a small section at a time. That seems to be the strategy for me. If everything else is at the same height, it's not so bad, but... Right, so they're still building things down here anyway. Still thinking about it. So the fences and what have you start to come together. So the road. Go from there to there, there to there, then from there to there. And then we finish over there. I bet they'll be relieved when the house finally gets put back again. Seriously, what are you doing? Stop moving the house. It's not acceptable. Right, I'm gonna put my little iron gates back in. Well, I say back in, I mean they got destroyed, to be fair. Which way around's that one? That's not going to work. Can't tell which way around these things are. Right, that one needs to go there. It's not ideal because I really wanted the plaza to be right up to the edge, so it would start as soon as he got here, you'd be like, ah, that's it, that's the plaza. Right. And it's going to stand out because it's going to turn pink because of the brickwork. Does it look, I'd be like, I only go as far as there, which is a pity. I wanted that clear separation of the inside and the outside, but I just can't get it because of the cobbled path. As I say, it's a bit of a shame that. Is that another one? No, that's the cobbled. Because the alternative, I would have had to push it out further here to get that one. I mean, I could have potentially started it on there, but then I'd have to go out too. That's why I was thinking of pushing the houses further out. So I could have like put it right at the edge, so I could fit the gate on. But then I'd have to go 2 out from the gate, which is why make life complicated? Because the alternative is, I was thinking maybe I run the plaza all the way around. That would be quite cool, but the only drawback is I can't build a gate on top of a plaza. So you've got this little bit here where we're kind of overlapping into where I wanted to get to. Let's leave them to get on with that. Let's try coming from this direction. Right, somebody at the door. They're ringing a doorbell or something. So I suspect I need to go and have a chat with them. Oh, it's Lethros, I think. They might have. They usually sort of do like the heavy weapons and heavy armor and whatever, if memory serves. Let's go that way. And that. I'm from say like that out. Go that away. Because that's pretty flat at the top. Ish. Possibly. Maybe. Right, what has left us out? Finding something. Right, I'm going to sell you a lot of cheese because I've got so much cheese and I've got no idea what to do with it. Ooh, I'll buy that. How much for 500 out of curiosity? Your work areas are empty and may need to be. Well, I know what that will be complaining about. Because I've no idea what to do with these lumberjacks. Yes, that's looking a bit more interesting. It's just the fact that it's a pity that I've got to get it to do that. I could have gone up as far as there, but then I would be back out there. The house there would be more likely to be there. So the idea is I'm going to end up with 6 houses over here. And 6 over here. And I'll do another 4 over here. It's going to end up looking very, very odd. So now that we've got a ton of ingots, maybe they can get a bit further. Because I don't think it's a shortage of resources. I think it's just we just don't have the capability to make that. Oh, I haven't said that. We are running out of metal iron ore, aren't we? Ooh, why? Why is that? Are these the only iron ore mines I've got? I mean, that is... Yeah, that's a possibility then. Resources. Iron ore mine. So I can see if I can just squeeze one on the edge. Right, we'll get them to plonk that one over there. We'll have a wiggly. We'll end up with a wiggly road, but what the heck? Needs must. Now there's a permanent iron mine I could set up over there. That's a thought. For now, that'll have to do. But yeah, we're down to 912 people now. So they're starting to make progress over here, which is good. But that just looks kind of odd to me. because you've got that, I mean, if it had come right up to the edge, it would have made more sense to me. I mean, you've got to have a separation, you know, like going from the plaza to the cobbled road. I mean, that's like a given anyway. Seriously? Where have you put the gate? Oh, it's on the outside. I'll let you off. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I've got a bit of wiggle room over here, so there's... actually, why did I... Yes, there's something I can do over here to... just to add a bit more to the area, I suppose. Just to plug the gaps, maybe put some plants or something. But... it's not too bad. I mean, we're kind of getting there, I think. It's just a matter of, like, if I can do the top section and the right section, then I'm going to have to try and find out what I do in the corners. 'Cause they might end up something similar to that, where I've got, like, a big block of maybe 9. Or maybe I start adding in things like the large parks and what have you. Because that's a big gap. I mean, what's the curiosity? What's the... So the desirability over here is in the 60s. It's not going to get up to what I've got over here, because I mean over here we've got things like a theatre, for instance. I mean, if I build a theatre, actually I'll click the theatre. Ooh, it's possible to get that to tier 2. Ah, no, that is an incentive. But you can't pin these sort of things. But if we go to a library, a pub, that's not what I was looking for. So that theatre there, at tier 1, it reaches pretty much every building. I can't zoom out far enough. Actually, crikey, that... Yeah, if it had been down maybe here, it would have reached down to these ones. Anywho. Yeah, there's a bit of interesting things you can do with these, I suppose, and having rats running around isn't exactly helping, I must admit. That's something I'll have to think about. But we're making progress anyway in here. It's more interesting than last time we were here, because, yeah, before, because of the update, the whole area was just basically uninhabitable for some strange reason. I mean, these folks don't seem to understand roads. They're just casually just going through someone's house by the looks of it. And they want to wander through. I really wanted them to go around, but they don't seem to care. They're just casually going through that person's garden. It's like, what the heck, we don't care. Maybe I'll have to do something about that. But of course, that's all for another episode.